We're here in the UK at Star Wars Fan Fun Day with Philip Herbert.
Hello.
Great to meet you.
Hello.
You're from Return of the Jedi and quite a literally big part.
Well, a huge character.
Exactly, yeah.
Not so much of a big part, but they originally employed me on a day basis, and they kept saying, "Come back tomorrow, come back tomorrow,
Yep.
come back tomorrow."
How many times?
I was there about three and a half weeks, all in all. So it was lovely because I didn't know how long the job would last, and I didn't know it would be quite as successful, obviously. And here we are 40 years later, still doing it.
And loving it.
Loving it. It's been a great event.
And you come into Return of the Jedi with puppetry experience, yeah?
I had done some puppetry, but I was more employed to be physical within the costume. So they were looking for actors who had a physical ability to create the character. And I was asked really to make the character work. That was the idea, that we did a workshop where movement people were asking us to create characters that was without costumes. Then we were shortlisted, and then eventually, once we were actually cast, we did a costume fitting.
And what particular character did you mainly work in?
HERMI ODLE. Just
Okay.
HERMI.
Just
Yeah.
Herbie? And whereabouts can the fans look for you if they're trying to single you out? Yep.
Jabba's Palace.
Yep.
Princess Leia is escaping and tiptoeing, and I'm snoring my head off. That's one of the scenes. And also there's a big scene where we all laugh, and that was me rolling the costume right back and laughing.
Did it take a bit out of you physically? Was it because it's quite a big frame, yeah?
It was very heavy.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing long, sort of thigh-high boots, which were his legs, obviously. Great big gloves, and then this costume was lowered down on two chains with two men to sort of guide me into it. I had a little monitor and a camera so I could see where I was going. I was led round by these two chaps, and then the head, the actual rubber part of the head, was put on as we were shooting.
And how long would you be stuck inside that for?
If you were doing a lot, I would say half hour, 40 minutes. The head would come off when they weren't rolling.
Yeah.
But you're still in the suit. It was such a palaver taking it off, getting it on. They decided as much as possible for me just to hold the weight. It was a very heavy suit, but it was also so solid, and the character was so well defined that physically just moving, just shifting a bit of weight, keeping the character moving, made it alive.
Were there others outside the costume helping manipulate it?
No, just me.
Yep. So all the arms and anything moving?
Me.
Wow. Quite a role then.
Yes, indeed.
After all these years, what do you want fans to know the best of your experience with it?
I think probably the loyalty of the fans, the fact that when you do these events, people come back time after time and they've got a bigger collection. They've got another thing for you to sign. They've got a poster with everybody on. There's one chap there who's obviously been collecting all his life. He's got almost everybody on the poster, which is a major achievement. And he's taken it all over the world, travelled with it. So it's the enthusiasm, I think, that keeps you going.
Do you remember anything much about Richard Marquand, George Lucas, or the main cast?
Richard was the director, very friendly, very direct. George was hilarious.
Yeah.
I think he was so pleased with what we did on the set. I just remember him being happy and smiling throughout.
That is great to hear, because he was very disappointed with the cantina from the original Star Wars.
Why was that?
He wanted to go back and do reshoots because it wasn't creature-like enough.
Ah.
So he must have got what he wanted with Return of the Jedi.
Certainly on the floor, he seemed happy.
Great to hear. I love that. First time I've heard it. Fantastic.
Good.
And fantastic to meet you, Philip Herbert. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Australia.
Hey, thanks for visiting, and if you'd like to learn more about their experiences on set, please hit the subscribe and bell buttons so you'll be notified of the 200 plus new interview segments we still have to release. And there's already over 100 up there on the channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers for now.